Well, hey, welcome back to the third and final video where we are looking at 30 of the top buzzwords of 2021 into 2022. Just a quick memory refresh. A buzzword is a word that emerges at a certain time period as a popular signifier of something happening culturally, and all of a sudden a lot of people know the word and are using it, and sometimes even overusing it. That's what makes it a buzzword. Now, buzzwords can come from the tech world, they can come from social media, they can come from entertainment, they can come from business. All over the place, and I have trotted the globe to bring together this collection of 30 current buzzwords that you should know. So let's continue our series. Buzzword number 21 is pivot. Pivot. Well, you know that because of COVID, a lot of businesses, a lot of companies, a lot of everything, life had to change directions and make new plans. So pivot became the catchphrase, right? The word that everyone would use to explain how, hey, we're changing from what we did to something new. Hey, we got to pivot. Hey, we got to pivot. Hey, we're going to pivot. Pivoting everywhere. So that's where pivot came from, this need in the culture to change up plans, to make things work, to try to get by and get along. Now let's pivot to the next one. Number 22 is the business buzzword retarget. Now, retarget comes from trying to get people, consumers, back into the marketing funnel that we talked about before, especially after they've left a website. Now, you may have noticed after you put something in the cart of some websites and then clicked away that you maybe had a pop-up window that came up and said, hey, you left something in the cart, or maybe a little bit later you got an email that said, still thinking about this purchase? They are trying to retarget you to get you back and check out and make the sale. That's retargeting. Get back in that funnel. Well, number 23 has a little interesting twist to it, and that's take this offline. Now, normally, right, we would understand take this offline means we can't talk about it. We're not going to talk about it digitally. We're going to go face to face and not have any, digital record of this conversation or follow up. What became kind of ironic or strange about this particular buzzword, and maybe why it's made a resurgence, is when everyone went remote and we're not really face to face. How do you take it offline, right? What does that mean anymore? So it kind of came to mean, let's not talk about it in this group Zoom or in this group conference, but maybe we'll go to another chat room or DM or whatever it might be. But take this offline kind of became not take this offline. Weird, huh? So buzzword number 24 is TECHLASH. Now, we know that all kinds of these tech giants, whether it's Facebook or Twitter or Google, Apple, they periodically come under fire for all kinds of things, for censoring, for tracking us, for selling our data, and people, when they get kind of fed up and push back, we call that TECHLASH. So I'm sure at some point you've been cheesed at some tech company that has done something, whether it was with your data or shut you down and censored you. Who knows what they might do, but when you had that anger, that was TECHLASH. So here we are at number 25, and it's actually a word you already know what it means because you've probably used one of these services, and that is third-party delivery. So if you have used Grubhub or DoorDash or Uber Eats, then you know exactly what a third-party delivery is, because it's not the place you're ordering from, it's the people you're paying to go get it from that place and bring it to you and to get it in your belly. So that's third-party delivery. See, I told you you knew what it was already. So number 26 on our list of buzzwords is the term thought leader. Now, thought leader is kind of a subjective label for someone or even a company organization that is influential, whether it's socially or business-wise, and is somehow ahead of the curve and above and beyond what others are doing in the way that they think or move or plan, whatever it is, they're this emerging ahead of the crowd leader in thought. Now, people kind of are annoyed by this term because, number one, it's a little boastful, as though you are the end-all be-all above all the others. And number 2, people often use it to label themselves, but it's really not an indicator necessarily of any degree or education or even actual expertise, but it's a convenient little label. Now 27 is another one from TikTok, which is understood the assignment. Now this is a line from the song I Understood the Assignment by Tay Money. And what you're doing when you say someone understood the assignment is you're saying basically they're on it, they're on top of it, they're doing their best, they like hit it right on, spot on, and you want to call attention to that. Now it could be wardrobe, it could be something they filmed or did or said, could be a joke they told, it could be the way they framed the picture. Whatever it is, they did it right and they understood the assignment. Number 28 on our list of buzzwords is Wall Street Bets. Now, Wall Street Bets is actually a Reddit community of over 11 million members thus far. And so what they do is they get together and they talk and speculate, go back and forth about potential investing, and apparently there's a lot of cussing and other shenanigans going on in the meantime or on the side as well. But they kind of became a little infamous recently because they were responsible for some major shifts in the stock of AMC and GameStop, if you heard about that, where they drove those prices up just to show and flex a little bit of muscle in the financial world. And number 29 is the buzzword Web3. And much like metaverse is being used to describe the next stage in augmented or virtual reality, Web3 as well is being used to describe that next stage in the internet, and it has to do a lot with some changes in ownership like we talked about before, blockchain technology and things like that. That's pushing just the envelope and the reach of some of these newer applications and abilities on the internet. And finally, number 30 on our list of 30 popular buzzwords over the last year and a half or so is You Tell Me. Actually, I wanted to know, you've listened to these at this point. What did I miss? What do you think that you've heard a lot and I didn't put down on this list? You're gonna make the list. So in the comments below, tell me number 30, and if you dare, even what it means. And that concludes our list of 30 buzzwords. Now, if you only saw 21 through 30, remember there's 2 videos before. You can find them in the links or on my playlist or right at the end of this video as well. Thanks for watching this video. It would be so amazing if you would subscribe to the channel. And I've also put up a couple other playlists that would be pretty awesome for you to take a look at. So until next time, thanks for watching.